Hey everybody, ahead of the Outside Lands Music Festival, August 10th through 11th this year, the Marin Economic Consulting Organization and Outside Lands introduced an economic study that's got some pretty interesting information. First of all, it reports overall that the San Francisco Bay Area benefited in terms of economic impact from outside lands by $75 million. And of that, just over $66 million went to the city and county of San Francisco alone. And outside lands created 700 full-time jobs. Well, okay, 700.4 full-time jobs over a year-long period. And there's some other points of information that I found quite fascinating. For example, in the survey that was used to create the economic study, 65% of the respondents lived outside the city of San Francisco, 22% were from California, but outside the San Francisco Bay Area. 35% were San Francisco residents. 41% of the non-residents stated outside lands was the only reason for their coming to San Francisco. So about basically just under half of the people that came to San Francisco that responded to the survey were there just for outside lands, which if you want to look at another way means if outside lands didn't happen, those people wouldn't come to San Francisco, or at least there's a 50% chance they wouldn't come. Just, you know, pretty significant. Or if you want to look at it even more accurately with respect to the study, you could say that there was basically a 41% chance that they wouldn't come to San Francisco. That's substantial. 96% were aware of outside lands prior to leaving the house. 99% of those stayed overnight, spent at least one night in San Francisco. 73% of those stayed 3 or more nights. There were 41,448 hotel room nights booked in the Bay Area that were closely linked to the festival. I don't know what closely linked means, but closely linked. 41,309 of which were in San Francisco. So in other words, look, San Francisco was able to accommodate the entire hotel demand for outside lands with just a little spillover, well, a microscopically small amount of spillover to, say, you would hope Oakland, my hometown, maybe more like Burlingame or something like that. Oakland needs more hotels. Food and beverage lodging were the two largest expenditure categories, which makes sense. You go to outside lands, you buy food, you buy a hamburger, you buy Coca-Cola. The gender responded to the survey was 59% male and 59% female and 41% male. Let me repeat that. The gender respondents was 59% female and 41% male. And so the Marin Economic Consulting researchers estimated that the total direct expenditures from outside lands within San Francisco was just over $29 million. Spending in the Bay Area outside of San Francisco was estimated at just over $2.5 million, and that resulted in a total direct expenditure of $32 million. So there's a lot of benefit to having outside lands, as it turns out. I have to admit that I didn't even think it was that great in terms of number. I knew it was a great number, but I didn't know it was that great. 75 million is quite substantial, and if other municipalities find out about this, you would think that they would be more interested in hosting festivals of their own like this one. We'll see. There's one more item of information here. Actually, you know what? They included a really neat infographic that will be installed on the not just Zenny 62, but this is going to go on Oakland News Online, and Oakland News Now. So Oakland News Now will have this infographic, but Zenny 62 will not have it, and Oakland News Online will not have it. Oakland News Online and Zenny 62 will have this video version. Oakland News Now will have the entire text that goes with this and this neat infographic. You're saying, what's the neat infographic, Zenny? Well, let me show you what it looks like here. Bear with me, all right? There's a taste, okay? I want you to go to my blog to see the rest of it. All right. So remember, next time someone asks, what's outside land's economic impact? Just say 75 million, and then if they ask you to break that down, just say, I got it from oaklandnewsnow.com. See ya, and please subscribe to Zinny62 on YouTube. You can say you got it from here, too. There you go.